I bought all the fragrances from niche brand Etat Libre de Orange, so you don't have to. So I recently bought the collection, the entire collection. I think it was about $50 or $60. So they come like this with all the 2 milliliter sprays, and they range anywhere from Eau de Toilette to Eau de Parfum or Parfum Extraits. So let's just jump into it. The first one we'll talk about is Spice Must Flow. So this one is a very spicy, woody oud fragrance. So very heavy on the rose. Heavy on this dirty kind of woody oud note in it. Excellent fragrance, very strong, probably the strongest out of all of them, although most of them had decent performance overall. Good fragrance, I would give that an 8.5 out of 10. I would recommend that one if you don't already have a rose oud combination one, otherwise, save your money. So next one, yes, 500 Years. So this one, it still has sort of almost an oudy and dirty spice notes to it, but it's not as good as Spice Must Flow. I don't think I liked that one very much. It didn't feel very special and it didn't feel very niche, so I probably wouldn't recommend that one. Next up we have Un Amourette. I'm just trying to run through all these. I'll give you a little info, but I don't want to go in too crazy on all of them because it'll take forever, you know. So Un Amourette, nice musky, gentle, soft fragrance. The performance wasn't as good as the other ones, but I think that one was very nice. I would give that one probably an 8 out of 10. So this next one, yes, Remarkable People. Remarkable People is sort of a clean, inoffensive, sort of just a general fragrance. There was a little bit of fruitiness in there, a little bit of clean muskiness to it, a little bit of woods in there. Nothing super out of the ordinary, but it was a decent fragrance. I'd say probably a 7.5. Exit the King. Okay, so this one I really liked. It had a certain smoothness to it. It had a very niche feel to it. This one was the first one that I smelled that smelled very niche. It has almost an incensey vibe to it, some powderiness to it, and it's balanced out with a little bit of sweetness. So Exit the King, I really like that one. I would recommend that one. Next, She Was an Anomaly. I'm not sure where they find these names. These are all very, very interesting names. So this one is extreme powdery iris, orris butter in there. This almost reminds me of Prada L'Homme. So it's very similar. It's got that very strong orris butter to it. It's kind of a warm, uplifting feeling to that scent. I like that one, probably an 8.5. Yes, we have You or Someone Like You. This is a very green fragrance. It smells basically like grass. So it's a grassy and minty fragrance. Very strong Hex 3 Cis in there. And then it has mint in there as well, so that adds to the kind of that greenness, the vegetal, the vegetation kind of smell to it. So I like that one. My girlfriend also really likes that one. Great spring, summer fragrance. I would rate that one a 9 out of 10. So You or Someone Like You. So next one, yes, Experimentum Crucis. Experimentum Crucis. So this one was a little bit strange. It wasn't what I expected. It's just a very strong cedar wood, so I guess maybe, I don't know, like a cross or something like that, a wooden cross. I don't know, but it just smells like cedar wood. Very strong cedar wood. There's some citrus in there to kind of lift it up a little bit. I thought that one was pretty good. It's decently strong, but nothing super special, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Next one we have Rien. Yeah, the Rien I just straight up didn't like. I'm not sure what I'm smelling in there. I had looked up the notes and I really wasn't able to get a whole lot of the notes out of this. It's kind of just a woody, stinky fragrance. I don't really like Rien, so it is very niche, but I wouldn't recommend that one. Definitely not unless you've smelled it before. Oh yeah, The End of the World, La Fin du Monde. So this one is pretty good. It's sweeter than I would have thought. You know, End of the World, you think, okay, so it's gonna be, you know, terrible or whatever. And sure, it has some smokiness to it, a little bit of that kind of gun smokiness to it. But mostly it's just like an iris, powdery, you know, gunpowder, but it's like a powdery fragrance, a little bit of sweetness in there. I actually like that one, 8.5 out of 10. Oda Protection, this one had some sweet fruitiness in there. These sprayers, these atomizers that it comes with, they're not very good, so they kind of squeeze out and I don't know, they don't work very well. Yeah, very fruity, like I was saying. I like that one. 9 out of 10, definitely. I would look into that one further, guys. So next one, like this. This one wasn't very notable. Yeah, just kind of a sweet, general musky, almost milkiness to it. Didn't really like that one. Jasmine et cigarette. Mostly it's this realistic jasmine, like almost like a jasmine absolute. So I like this one. I really like white florals. This reminds me of spring. So I would give that one probably an 8.5 and maybe a 9 for you know, creativity. It does sort of smell like jasmine with a cigarette there. Tom of Finland. Tom of Finland was kind of weird. It's sort of a fruity, sweet, woody. Yeah, fruity, sweet, woody fragrance. I didn't really like that one. I Am Trash. I don't know why they named it that. Didn't like this one either. You can barely smell that one. Didn't really like that. Next one, Marquad. So let me remind myself. I think this one was that strong woody. Yeah, just strong woody, you know, cedary, cedar wood. Kind of bright, but yeah, not very special and not as good as the other woody one. So I don't really like it. Not as good as Experimentum Crucis or whatever it was called. So the Ghost in the Shell, this one was very unique and I felt like this one was a little bit more niche. So it has just very strong muskiness, almost like a ghost. You're smelling this sort of this ghost. It's very creamy, almost creamy, musky. It's like you're smelling an invisible, like the scent isn't really there, but it's kind of there, but you're not smelling any specific thing. I really like that one. 9.2 out of 10. Soul of My Soul. This one I didn't really like. Soul of My Soul. Yeah, not very special. Definitely not worth the price tag. Herman a Mescotes. I'm trying to remember this one. Oh yeah, another woody one. Yeah, this one's decent. I don't know, I would say maybe 8 out of 10. It's not very special or anything. And then Fat Electrician I didn't like. I don't know why they called it that either. That's not really helping their sales. Yeah, just sort of a sweet, musky, almost like a milky fragrance. So overall, they were a decent brand. I feel like they were more niche than the Floricu one that I already checked out. I've been just checking out all these niche brands and seeing what they're all about, just buying all of their fragrances as like a sample kit. So overall, I would say they do feel relatively niche. Half of theirs don't feel like that, but they do have a couple hidden gems in there. So I hope I was able to get you to kind of look further into a couple key ones of them that caught your eye. Yeah, so I don't have any sort of discount links or anything for you guys, but I'll try and find a link for just their website or wherever I got this one from. I think this one I got from DecantX. Did I get it from DecantX? I'll put it in the description. I got you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of thing and you want to see me do more of these discovery sets where I just like buy all of them. I did the animal ones. I did Zoologist. I bought literally every single sample of theirs. So, you know, stay tuned. I'll post that one as soon as I can. All right, see you guys in the next one.